Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I have some really great, juicy details on Sundial, so you're going to want to smash that like button right now, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you for watching. If you haven't, go ahead and smash that subscriber button and hit the bell so you're notified of when my next videos drop. I always got videos dropping on MJ and EV and solar and so on. But this one is about Sundial. As you follow my channel, I've covered this one numerous times. It's one of my favorite MJ plays. Again, Sundial Growers ticker is SNDL, and I still have my 170 shares here at a cost basis of $1.08. I have more in a retirement account. Feel free to pause and read the rest there for yourself. It's distribution of flour, pre-rolls, and vapes in the MJ segment. Been around since 2006, we'll just call it a $2.5 billion market cap, and volume's up again today. So what I found here is, and don't forget this date, earnings are coming up on the 17th, so another one to watch. Sundial Growers and SAF Group announced strategic capital partnership, and this is just dated this morning. And I would have got the video out earlier, but just kind of heard about some of this information, was working on some other things, but a member of SAF Group today announced that they have entered into an agreement to form a 50-50 joint venture, get it, joint venture, through a new corporation, Sunstream Bancorp. Sunstream. The joint venture will leverage a strategic financial and operational partnership to generate symmetrically enhanced risk-return opportunities in the MJ industry, to provide exposure to a portfolio of attractive debt, equity, and hybrid investments. The joint venture will focus on MJ-related verticals, seeking both Canadian and international opportunities and investments. And feel free to pause and go over the rest of the information there yourself. Sundial Growers pops on new joint venture plans, and this is dated just an hour or two ago. Pre-market investors are busy with Sundial, pushing up the shares more than 4% at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. The action follows the announcement of the Sundial has teamed up with SAF Opportunities to form a 50-50 venture, and kind of some of the same information that we went over there. What could have investors particularly interested in Sunstream joint venture could include a Canadian special purpose acquisition company or SPAC. And as you follow the stock market, there's quite a few SPACs going on right now. I've covered several here on the channel before. First, Sunstream must pursue its initial mandate to create a special opportunities fund with commitments from third-party limited partners. Sundial is also making an initial commitment of $100 million, and they've been raising cash, so they have $100 million. However, after the initial mandate, a Sundial Grower SPAC is on the list as an option. And feel free to pause and read the rest there for yourself. And then this is just 30 minutes ago, why Sundial Grower stock surged today. Shares of Sundial popped on Monday after the MJ producer said it would create a joint venture with SAF. Price is up more than 10%. The two companies will work together to build Sunstream Bancorp. Joint venture will focus on making MJ-related debt and equity investments in Canada and international markets. Sundial and SAF Group will each own half of Sunstream, so this could be a huge catalyst for Sundial. Sunstream will create a special opportunities fund that will accept contributions from third-party investors, along with $100 million in initial funding from Sundial. Sunstream also intends to create a Canadian special purpose, and kind of already went over that information. This just kind of goes into it a little bit more in depth. They've also given the MJ producer a lot of cash to invest. Ultimately, the long-term performance of Sundial stock will be determined by its ability to generate strong returns on its shareholders' capital. For today, at least, investors appear to be signaling their approval on how Sundial's leadership team is deploying their cash. Sundial Growers earnings preview, what Wall Street is expecting. And this is just dated a couple minutes ago. Sundial Growers will release figures for the most recent quarter on March 17. Analysts predict Sundial Growers will release losses per share of 0.033. Sundial Growers will be reporting Q4 earnings on March 17. Four analysts are estimating losses per share as opposed to losses of 0.955 per share in the same quarter of previous year. Wall Street is expecting the company to report 11.1 million and decrease of 26.75% over the prior year quarter, when the company reported $15.1 million. For the current fiscal year, analysts expect a loss per share of 61 cents, whereas in the previous year, a negative 2.227 had been reported. On the revenue side, analysts estimate that the company will bring in $53.1 million in the current fiscal year. And so a lot of good things are looking up for Sundial, and this is just kind of the daily view here on Yahoo Finance. You can see it's still in the green, still trying to push up. So we'll see what the rest of this week brings. Should be very interesting. This is over a month ago, new investors. 4 hours ago, I can see a green future in Sundial. So a lot of people love the stock. I've held on to this one. It's, like I said, on other videos that I've made about it, it's ticked me off a time or two, but I've continued to hold, and there you go. But sometimes you just got to continue to hold, and good things will come about. And there's also talk of the New York wants to push their legalization through. I just made a video about that yesterday. And there you have Elon. Fist bump. Gotta love stock twits. It's ready for a breakout. RSI cooling. We'll see tomorrow. So tomorrow and Wednesday should be a very interesting, well, the whole week should be very interesting for Sundial, between earnings and the other information that I went over. But that is all that I have for Sundial. You can see, could have bought in on the dip this morning. I missed it, and would have been a nice dip, and kind of ran up. So but that's all I have for Sundial. If you haven't smashed that like button, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel, and hit that bell so you're notified of when my next videos drop. And I thank you for all the support on the channel. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.